वेलकम फ्रेंड्स। क्या सिर्फ पूंजी संचय या कैपिटल अक्यूमुलेशन से किसी देश आर्थिक विकास के दर को बढ़ा सकता है? और क्या बचत ही विकास की असली कुंजी है? इसको आज हम जानेंगे कैल्डर के ग्रोथ मॉडल से, जिसने इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ को समझने का तरीका ही बदल दिया। इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ का सबसे बड़ा रहस्य क्या है? सेविंग्स, इन्वेस्टमेंट या कैपिटल? ये हम कैल्डर के ग्रोथ मॉडल से जानेंगे। तो हम शुरू करते हैं। Calder model was developed by Nicholas Calder to explain why an economy experiences recurring boom and recession, that is business cycle. This model is based on interaction between savings, that is represented by S, investment I, and national income Y. So first assumption is savings depends on income. It's obvious, as income increases, people save more. So S is equal to S is the function of Y. For example, suppose income is taken on one side and savings. So if income is 1,000, savings is 100. If income is 2,000, savings is 300. And if income is 1,000, savings is 700. So thus savings rises with income. Next is investment. It also depends on income. When income and demands rises, firms expect higher profit and invest more. So I is denoted for investment. So I is equal to I is the function of Y. Y is income. For example, if income is 1,000, investment is 200. If income is 2,000, investment is 600. If income is 3,000, investment is 800. So investment initially rises rapidly with income. Now the equilibrium condition. Equilibrium is where saving is equal to investment. So at this point where savings and investment are equal, economy is in equilibrium. So the model uses two curves. One is savings curve, that is denoted by S, and second is investment curve, I. The curves may intersect at 3 points. So low income equilibrium, middle equilibrium, and high income equilibrium. Middle equilibrium is usually unstable, and while lower and higher equilibrium are stable. Business cycle occurs. How business cycle occurs? Expansion. First phase is expansion, that is also known as boom. Suppose income is low. At low income, investment is greater than savings. Investment exceeds savings, result production increases, employment increases, income rises. Economy moves towards prosperity. Phase 2, overexpansion. As income keeps increasing, savings increases rapidly, investment starts increases slowly. Eventually, savings increases, investment, so savings is greater than investment. Now firms find excess capacity. Then comes phase 3, that is recession. Because saving is greater than investment, there is insufficient demand. Result, production falls, employment falls, income falls. When people save more, they will invest little or they will spend little. So demand will deteriorate and demand falls, then economy enters recession. After that phase 4 comes, that is a phase of recovery. When incomes fall sufficiently, savings falls. When income falls, because due to deficient demand, income also decreases, and income falls, then savings falls, and investment becomes greater than savings again. Again here I is greater than S. So recovery begins here and cycle repeats. So we can understand with a numerical example. Suppose income is 100, savings is 20, investment is 50. Income is 200, savings is 60, and investment is 80. In rupees crore. Then income is 300, saving is 120, and investment is 100. At income 100, investment is 50 and savings is 20. So here we see investment is greater than savings. So income rises. Investment is greater than savings means income rises. At income 300, savings is 120 and investment is 100. Here, saving is greater than investment, income starts falling because people start saving more. Thus, economy moves from boom to recession and then back to recovery, generating a business cycle. So, Calder model explains cyclical fluctuations in income and employment. It shows how savings and investment interaction create instability. It demonstrates endogenous, means internal causes of business cycle. Useful in macro, it is useful in macroeconomics. So Calder model explains business cycle through interaction of savings and investment. Savings and investment are both functions of income. When investment exceeds savings, that I is greater than S, income rises and expansion occurs. As income increases, savings rise faster than investment and eventually causing savings greater than investment. This leads to recession. When income falls, savings decreases and investment again exceeds savings, leading to recovery. Thus, economy continuously moves through boom, recession, depression, and recovery phases and generates a business cycle. So its cycle is going on. That's all about Calder model. If you like and understood it, or if आपको अगर ये आसान लगने लगे तो वीडियो को लाइक करें, अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करें और इकोनॉमिक्स के लेक्चर्स के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें. ओके, थैंक यू.